Good Monday morning. A frightening scene in Seattle overnight.
A popular community event rocked by gun violence. It's July 27th. This is Today. Breaking overnight, terror in Seattle. At least 3 people killed as gunfire erupts at a popular food festival near the iconic Space Needle. Witnesses describing the chaos.
People started yelling, shooter, and there was like a stampede of people just running.
This morning, one suspect in custody, another still on the loose. We'll have a live report from the scene. Feeling the heat, 115 million set to face yet another day of dangerously high temperatures from California to Florida. Some spots in the Southwest expected to reach 120 degrees, while other parts of the country brace for the next round of severe storms. Al's tracking it all. Signs of progress, the pause in attacks between the U.S. and Iran holding overnight as negotiations to avoid a return to all-out war intensify. Here at home, gas prices holding steady on the news. So what's next? We're live in the region. Frantic search, a North Carolina mother missing for nearly a week after vanishing during a Caribbean vacation. Her family desperate for answers.
We want to leave no stone unturned. We just want to bring her home.
The very latest on the investigation straight ahead. Those stories plus jackpot fever. The combined winnings of the nation's 2 biggest lotteries skyrocketing to nearly $1.5 billion. We'll get you ready for tonight's big drawing. And step to it. Line dancing, a huge craze in the 90s, suddenly hotter than ever.
This is my new favorite hobby.
Our inside look at why it's catching on from coast to coast all over again.
10 out of 10 recommend, girls.
With fans of all ages and music tastes. So grab your boots today, Monday, July 27th, 2026.
From NBC News, this is Today with Savannah Guthrie and Craig Melvin. From Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
Good morning and welcome to Today on this Monday morning. Glad you're starting the week with us. I'm Chanel Jones alongside Hallie Jackson in for Savannah and Craig.
We want to get right to this morning's breaking news. That chaos in Seattle after a shooting at a popular food festival.
At least 3 people are dead, several others injured, including a toddler. Seattle police say they believe 2 people were shooting at each other, describing one of them now in custody as a young person.
We are also hearing from a witness who describes the scene as a stampede when those first gunshots were fired.
NBC's Liz Kreutz has made her way to the scene overnight. Liz, good morning to you.
Well, hey guys, good morning to both of you. Where we are right now, about a block away from the Space Needle, is where just hours ago folks were out here enjoying, crowds of people enjoying what is a really popular annual food festival here. In fact, beyond the roadblock here, you can see the vendors that were set up. Many of them have showed up as the sun comes up to get their tents, their belongings that they had to abandon. As officials say, last night around 6 p.m., those 2 suspects began firing at each other, hitting people in the crowd.
This morning, police say they have a suspect in custody and are looking for at least one more alleged shooter.
Rapid fire.
After a mass shooting at a crowded food festival in downtown Seattle.
We have multiple people down.
Chaos erupting as shots rang out, sending terrified people running and screaming. Food vendors who were live streaming the event ducking for cover.
Shooting.
People even taking cover at the gift shop of Seattle's famed Space Needle. Witnesses say they didn't know what was happening in all the confusion.
We just heard what at first sounded like firecrackers. When the crowd started moving quickly in herds, you knew something was happening.
People started running right away, like running. It was stampede. There's bodies everywhere.
Officers took one of the suspected shooters into custody without incident.
We believe that there were 2 people shooting at each other. We have recovered 2 weapons so far.
Authorities say 2 people died at the scene and a third later at the hospital, and at least 4 others were injured in the mass shooting.
Anyone have a small child tourniquet size?
The youngest, a 2-year-old boy, hospitalized in stable condition.
We discovered as we got to the scene that there were a total of 7 victims that suffered gunshot wounds at the scene. Officers immediately began to perform CPR and first aid on several victims.
This was the third and final day of the annual Bite of Seattle Food Festival that draws some 350,000 visitors each year and hundreds of vendors.
My heart right now is with the victims and their families and with everyone in our community who is reeling from what happened here today.
And we just got an update from police on the 3 people who died, 2 men ages 19 and 44 and a 56-year-old woman. The hospital says they've discharged 3 of those people that were injured, but that little toddler remains in the hospital this morning in satisfactory condition. Back to you, Chanel.
Thank you. Another major story this morning, the unrelenting run of severe summer weather. Overnight, a new round of storms slamming the Midwest. Dangerous heat is roasting more than 100 million people across the West and the South. And in Europe, huge wildfires are forcing even more evacuations. We are watching all of it. Al is standing by with your work week forecast. But our Maggie Vespa first joins us from Chicago. Maggie, good morning.
Hallie, good morning. The humidity here in Chicago is already suffocating this morning. This after an absolutely wild weekend, as you point out, of dangerous storms, broiling heat, and wildfires raging across the globe. This morning, a summer of wild weather heating up, with some states in the South seeing storms and flooding this weekend, even a water spout off the coast of Florida. From coast to coast, much of the country feeling scorched. 115 million Americans under heat alerts this morning, and dozens of cities setting record highs over the weekend.
Let's go see a movie. Don't be out in it.
Those skies even throwing a wrench into summer travel. At Harry Reid International Airport in Las Vegas, where weekend highs hit 114 degrees, at least one airline asking passengers to give up their seats. The steaming hot air proving too thin for engines to take off with a full passenger load. In Scottsdale, first responders flooded with heat-related emergency calls. Here he comes. While zoos in multiple states adjusting hours or temporarily closing to keep animals and visitors safe. The blistering temps fueling raging wildfires in Oregon. Some authorities say sparked by lightning during recent storms. This as dangerous blazes race across Europe, too, with wildfires torching homes in Spain and forcing people off popular beaches in Italy. Flames also racing toward France's iconic Bordeaux wine region. So far, nearly 250,000 forced to evacuate. Back in the U.S., millions struggling to stay cool again today, as this summer scorcher shows no signs of slowing. And again, we're talking a lot about the heat, but here in the Midwest, the humidity has been a real factor, reaching near record levels yesterday in St. Louis, with the heat index there topping out around 120. Hallie.
Just brutal. Maggie Vespa, thank you.
All right, let's bring in Al for more. Al, good morning to you.
Hey, good morning, guys, and good Monday morning to you all. We are talking about everything but the kitchen sink. We've got heavy showers and thunderstorms starting to fire up now in the Midwest, where we see a risk of severe weather, both back through the plains, from Rapid City to Colby, also in the Midwest, Chicago under the gun, Detroit, Cincinnati, 53 million people at risk. Can't rule out a tornado. Then tomorrow, it takes aim at the Northeast, the Mid-Atlantic states, where we've got 34 million people at risk, and we could be looking at an area where we're seeing set up, could see up to 5 inches of rain back through western PA into New England. We're going to be watching this very closely. There could be some flash flooding during the next 72 hours. Now, the heat warning, 115 million people at risk from Florida all the way back into the Southwest. Records possible from El Centro, California, Grand Forks down to Gainesville. We're talking about temperatures, as Maggie talked about, the jet stream up to the north, hot and humid conditions. Look at these heat indexes today. St. Louis, 109, 99 in Atlanta, 108 in Jacksonville, Wichita. It's going to feel like 109. Tomorrow, more of the same. We're going to be looking at the high heat air temperatures, triple digits, but those heat indexes bring it into the 1-teens. And then as you look through the next few days, you can see air temperatures are going to stay near triple-digit temperatures in New Orleans, Jacksonville, Memphis. Factor in that heat index right on into Friday, and we are talking about it feel like those triple digits into the triple teens. So very dangerous conditions. Hallie?
That's for sure. Al, thank you. We are also following some new developments this morning on a deadly terror attack overseas when somebody used a van to drive into a crowd at a Pride event in Berlin, Germany. At least one person was killed, dozens more hurt, and the suspect shot dead by police after a day-long manhunt. Our Raf Sanchez has the latest for us. Raf, good morning.
Hallie, good morning. Yeah, this was a horrific attack right in the very heart of Berlin during what was supposed to be one of Europe's largest Pride celebrations. And this morning, German law enforcement are facing serious questions over the failure to stop the attacker. This morning, new details emerging about the suspect authorities believe carried out a ramming attack at Berlin's Pride parade before being shot dead by police after a citywide manhunt. German prosecutors naming him as 21-year-old Abdul Balut, saying he was born in Berlin, had a criminal history, and was a supporter of the terror group ISIS. Police now facing major questions about whether they could have prevented Saturday's deadly attack, when Balut allegedly rammed this rented van into a crowd gathering to celebrate Germany's LGBTQ+ community, before jumping out and stabbing people with a machete. One woman was killed and 29 others injured.
We have a beautiful pride today, and now it's a terrible situation here in Berlin. I'm shocked.
The attacker escaped, triggering an all-out manhunt across the German capital. After nearly 24 hours, police say their SWAT teams tracked him to a suburban garden complex and shot him dead after he charged at officers with a bladed weapon. Authorities have now revealed he traveled to the Middle East last year, planning to join ISIS in Syria, but was arrested and sent home. Saturday's attack cutting short what should have been one of Europe's biggest Pride celebrations. Mourners instead gathering at a vigil on the parade route and vowing to stay strong in the face of terror.
They'll never erase us. We'll never be gone.
And we're also learning that just 2 months ago, the suspect was sentenced to more than a year in prison for preparing a serious act of violence. But that sentence was suspended, which allowed him to walk free. So a lot of big question marks right now about how this case was handled.
Raf Sanchez, thank you very much.
To the war in the Middle East now. The U.S. and Iran halting nearly 2 straight weeks of daily attacks over the weekend amid the latest push to strike a lasting peace deal. NBC's chief foreign correspondent Richard Engel is in Jerusalem for us this morning. Richard, good morning to you.
Good morning, Chanel. So diplomacy does appear to be making some headway, with Iran's foreign ministry this morning saying that it is exchanging indirect messages with the Trump administration, and the U.S. military pausing its attacks to give diplomacy a chance.
Even as talks resume to prevent a return to all-out war, the U.S. military is keeping pressure on Iran, maintaining its full naval blockade of Iranian ports. U.S. Central Command releasing video of American troops boarding and inspecting a ship in the Persian Gulf, and disabling a vessel after the Pentagon says it ignored repeated warnings. But for the third straight night, the U.S. military did not attack Iran directly, and Iran didn't fire on American bases. President Trump's UN ambassador Mike Waltz said on Meet the Press the pause is designed to encourage diplomacy.
What the president is doing right now, as we've seen all along, is giving some talks, some space. The president has all options on the table, and he is exercising both diplomatic, economic, and military to achieve a very clear strategic aim.
But this war is politically divisive, and polls show increasingly unpopular and expensive for Americans.
Well, I think these guys are flailing, and this thing is completely stuck because this president got into this without a strategic goal, despite what Mike Waltz said about that they had a strategic aim in mind.
Iran, for the first time in weeks, is reporting diplomatic progress to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, which could lower gas prices, but provided no specifics.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu travels to Washington today, where he's expected to meet with President Trump. Chanel?
All right, Richard, thank you.
And of course, the war against Iran is among the issues on the minds of voters in the build-up to November's critical midterm elections. And with just 99 days to go, President Trump is hitting the road to make his case for Republican candidates. Our Gabe Gutierrez is joining us from the White House now. Hey, Gabe, good morning.
Hallie, good morning. Here in Washington, it is crunch time for the Senate with 2 weeks to go until its August recess. The president ramping up pressure on his own party as the crucial battle for control of Congress takes shape. With less than 100 days until the crucial midterm elections, President Trump is preparing to head to battleground Michigan today to tout the economy, despite rising gas prices and uncertainty over the Iran war.
We have the hottest country anywhere in the world.
Meanwhile, in a Senate race that could determine control of Congress, Democrats in Maine have picked their choice to replace Graham Plattner, who dropped out earlier this month after a slew of controversies, including a sexual assault allegation, which he denies. Former State Senate President Troy Jackson will now take on Republican incumbent Susan Collins.
So one way or the other, this November, she will answer to the people of Maine.
I never take any election for granted. No one will outwork me.
Republicans trying to hold on to a slim majority on Capitol Hill, though Democrats see a potential opening in Maine.
Every time it's mattered, and we could have used her vote to really put a check on this president, she stood with Donald Trump. I think we have an opportunity here.
Another closely watched race will be in South Carolina after the shocking death of Senator Lindsey Graham, whose funeral is set for tomorrow. His grieving sister Darlene, who was tapped to fill out the rest of his term, is now running for his seat with the president's endorsement.
I had an inner peace about it, and it's just something I knew I had to do. I had to carry on Lindsey's legacy.
President Trump also ramping up pressure on Senate Republicans to pass sweeping election reforms.
His patience is running out.
The Save America Act would require voter ID and proof of citizenship to vote, but critics say it would make it harder for Americans to cast ballots.
Everybody call John Thune at the Senate. He's the leader of the Republican Party, and tell him to get this stuff approved.
The president is also urging Leader Thune to pass a budget resolution that includes defense spending and money for farmers. But right now, Thune says he does not have the votes, and the White House is growing more frustrated, Hallie.
Abe Gutierrez at the White House for us. Thank you.
All right, if you bought a lottery ticket over the weekend and haven't checked it yet, here's a spoiler. You didn't win the big prize, but no one else did either. In fact, take a look at those jackpots. More than $1.4 billion up for grabs in the nation's two biggest lottery games. Mega Millions now up to $800 million. That drawing is tomorrow night. And the Powerball sitting at a cool $633 million. Can you imagine if you won both? The drawing for that one, by the way, is tonight. So if you're feeling lucky, now is the time to get those tickets if you're so inclined.
Do you know what? I'm not going to get a ticket. You know why?
Why?
I already hit the jackpot with you guys this morning. I love it. Al's here, Chanel's. Wow. That was good.
That was good. Not really true, but it was good. Well, it's good seeing you, Hallie. Okay, let's show you what we've got going on around the rest of the country. We do have that severe risk of strong storms up around the Great Lakes, scattered showers and thunderstorms down through Florida, those sweltering highs in the midsection of the country. But you want something nice and seasonal, head out west where temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. We're going to get to your local forecast coming up in the next 30 seconds.
Back at 7:30 with the familiar face overnight on Watch What Happens Live. Hello, Chanel, joining the fun with Andy Cohen, Tracy Ellis Ross. First of all, can I say you look amazing?
Thank you.
Was it so fun?
We had a lot of fun. It aired last night. It's all over the web if you missed it.
It's so good, and it must have been so just different.
You know what it is? You walk into a place where the only intention is just to have a good time and infuse a little joy in your home.
I love that.
It was good. Thanks to Andy Cohen for having me on the show. All right, we're going to talk more about it in Pop Start, too. But first, we have a busy half hour ahead, starting with new details today on a headline making a mysterious disappearance.
This morning, the search is now intensifying for a 44-year-old mother from North Carolina who vanished while on vacation in the Caribbean. Her family now speaking out, pleading for help. Our Jesse Kirsch is joining us with the latest on that. Jesse, good morning.
Hallie and Chanel, good morning to both of you. Liz Waddell disappeared nearly a week ago on the island of Grenada. A family spokesperson said she was last seen in the water near Grand Anse Beach. And when a friend went looking for her, all they found was her towel. Now, police are asking for the public's help finding this missing American mother.
This morning, Caribbean investigators are trying to determine what happened to Liz Waddell, a 44-year-old American who vanished on an island vacation. According to the Royal Grenada Police Force, the married North Carolina mother was last seen at Grand Anse Beach on Wednesday. Police specifically calling on fishermen, boaters, and people who live along the coast to be on the lookout.
They've had divers out for several days. They can't find her.
Amanda Romano Harmon is a family friend. She says Waddell and another friend were sharing an Airbnb. And when the friend did not see Waddell at their rental's pool, she went looking by the beach, but only found Waddell's towel. Romano Harmon says when Waddell did not come back after a few hours, the friend filed a missing persons report.
My wife is a loving, free-spirited person.
Waddell's husband, Kalen, speaking with Grenada's media over the weekend as he flew to the island to join the search.
The police have been wonderful. The investigation is ongoing. They have been incredibly communicative and have done everything it seems like they could be doing to help find her.
Waddell's husband asking for help on social media, writing, "I expect nothing less than Liz's safe return."
I'm Liz Waddell, and I help active people feel great and get back to the activities that they enjoy most.
Waddell, who works as a physical therapist, often shares her active lifestyle online, expressing her passion for movement and for helping others. Now, her family is asking for help and for prayers for her safe return.
We want to leave no stone unturned. We just want to bring her home. I really still want there to be a happy ending to this.
So many people do. Jesse, talk us through the next steps in this investigation now.
Yeah, so Hallie, from the family standpoint, their friend tells us one of the things Liz's family is doing themselves right now is going through her search history to see where she wanted to visit in Grenada, and then they're planning to go to those places to see what they might be able to find there. The family friend also says the last sighting they have of Liz is on Wednesday from a camera facing the pier. The camera shows her swimming before she eventually floats out of view. So that is what they are working with right now. And anyone with information based on what we're sharing right now or what they see on the ground in Grenada is asked to contact police there to help find Waddell.
Okay. Jesse Kirsch, thank you for tracking that one. Appreciate it.
All right, still ahead, we are following new concerns over that nasty stomach bug. The outbreak and the investigation now expanding. We'll have the very latest.
But first, we are kicking up our heels to check out a craze that is suddenly new again, line dancing. Priscilla Thompson's got her boots on for this one. Hey.
Yes, I do, y'all. It is an age-old tradition that invites people of all ages, but now a new generation is discovering it and putting their own spin on the move.
We are back now, 7:38, and this morning on In Depth Today, more proof that everything old ends up new again.
Line dancing, wildly popular in the 90s. I know a lot of folks are still line dancing, but right now it's enjoying a major resurgence, captivating fans old and new. Let's bring in NBC's Priscilla Thompson. She's in Houston this morning with a closer look. Good morning.
Hey, y'all, good morning. I think we can all agree there is nothing like standing shoulder to shoulder and getting down on the dance floor. And these synchronized steps are having a major moment thanks to Gen Z putting their own twist on a classic tradition.
She's from Texas, I can tell by the way.
From boot scooting to bringing sexy back.
This is my new favorite hobby.
Line dancing is moving to a whole new beat.
3 months ago, I had barely line danced before in my life, and now I go 2 to 3 times a week.
Becoming one of summer's hottest social trends, with a whole new generation joining in.
Y'all, I just got back from my first line dancing experience. 10 out of 10 recommend, girls.
Gen Zers lining up to everything, from Pitbull to Sabrina Carpenter. With many now trading scrolling for stepping. We checked out the scene at Neon Boots in Houston, where hundreds fill the floor each week. Including lots of first-timers finding their footing. How does it feel to actually be live in person doing it?
It's harder than it looks, but it's a ton of fun.
Eventbrite data shows line dancing events up more than 165%, while attendance has soared more than 250%. The cities seeing the biggest surge: San Francisco, Virginia Beach, and Boston. What do you love about it?
So I like the community about it. Knowing that everybody you like is also going to be here at the same time is just a tremendous experience.
discovering the real fun off their phones and on the dance floor.
I feel like it's a great thing. I mean, never hurt nobody to get out there and burn a couple calories and have some fun.
All right, y'all, here we go. Dylan Allen Chanel got in step last year in Oklahoma.
5, 6, 7, 8. Right together, left together, left together.
In Texas, I couldn't resist learning a few moves too.
Step, shuffle, right, left, right. Step, quarter, cross, hold, right behind, right in front, rock, recover, cross.
As a new generation makes an old tradition its own, 1 8 count at a time.
I think it's so much fun. Priscilla,
Yes.
any line dancing tips for first timers?
Yes, I have a great tip for first timers. So the trick is to find yourself in the middle of the floor. That way you will always have someone to watch. Even as they turn, you'll never be in front.
That's
the
true.
middle of the floor is where I need to find myself as well.
There you go. You get in the middle and they kind of, it's like they push you along.
Yeah.
So you go the right direction. It's a lot of fun. And you know what? Kudos to them because I know it is super early there in Houston. So there you go. Thank you, Priscilla.
Line dancing during a live shot. I mean, that is so impressive.
While she's talking.
Question
Al
is-
Roker didn't listen. When we did ours, you were in the front row.
Well, that's where they put me.
You got to
but
be in the middle.
See, well, I really needed that fan. You know, when they clack that fan.
Absolutely.
Wow, that frightens. That's frightening. I got to tell you right now. Okay, the other thing that's a little on the frightening side is this heat. I mean, like we've been telling you here in the United States, we're going to be looking at 115 million of us. This is going to be going right on into the end of the week. But guess what? It's also happening across the pond as well. Jetstream up. They've got their own heat dome that they're dealing with. So they've got wildfires because it's been so dry, gusty winds. Over 120,000 acres burned in Spain, but there are wildfires in Italy and in France as well. And look at these temperatures for them by Wednesday into the mid-90s to near 100 degrees from Rome, Palermo, Milano, Paris, Bordeaux, even down to Grenada. So we are looking at a lot of heat all around the world. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. That's your latest weather. Hey, Kaylee, #PSSB.
I don't know it took you so long to get there, Al. This weekend marked one of the biggest yearly events in pop culture, San Diego Comic-Con, with no shortage of stars, costumes, and sci-fi stories. Let's get to some of the highlights. With Spaceballs 2 hitting theaters next year, the cast dropped by. Noticeably missing from the panel, though, Rick Moranis. He took a step back from Hollywood more than 25 years ago, but halfway through the chat, this happened. Surprised the audience and got a standing ovation. He will be back in the film's sequel, marking his first live-action role since 1997.
Wow.
So good to see that. And meanwhile, Marvel had quite a few surprises in store for the crowds. A new Black Panther movie is slated for 2028, and we will see a new actor stepping into the cat suit. Director Ryan Coogler announcing David Johnson will take over the role from the late Chadwick Boseman. Joining the franchise as T'Challa's son, Johnson was recently seen in The Long Walk, and just last year he won the BAFTA's Rising Star Award, a big moment for him. And one more casting announcement for you, introducing the newest anti-hero to the MCU. Ryan Gosling will take on the role of Ghost Rider in a standalone film based on the popular comic books. Gosling has long manifested the part, and it even comes full circle, guys. His wife, Eva Mendes, starred alongside Nicolas Cage in the 2007 live-action version. So it's all in the family.
A little connection.
Yeah. He's having a summer. I just watched Project Hail Mary finally.
Oh my gosh, I did too, and I was like, what took me so long?
So watchable.
Couldn't believe.
Courtney this morning said, you know what? Having Rick Moranis, that was my childhood.
Oh, wow.
And I'm happy he received the love there, a standing ovation. That was good.
We got more Pop Start ahead, Kaylee. Thank you very much. Plus a morning boost from Jenna. Good morning.
Good morning. Hey, y'all. The world's biggest YouTuber, Mr. Beast, is at it again. Wait until you see how he's brightening the lives of some remarkable kids in needs. Right after this.
Good morning, and we are back with Jenna's Morning Boost. Hello.
Good morning. Okay, viral YouTube creator Mr. Beast, a.k.a. Hal Hager's very favorite. He's known for his over-the-top stunts, crazy challenges, and reality competitions. But over the weekend, he departed from the usual content to share a special video. This one was titled, I helped 100 kids fight cancer. And in it, he granted 100 wishes from pediatric cancer patients. Mr. Beast even called on a few of his famous friends to help out, including LeBron James, who surprised a group of kids from Ohio.
Aww.
The greatest basketball player to ever live, LeBron James! LeBron, thanks for making it out.
This is awesome! I literally just about to blow up. I'm freaking out right now. I'm not in a dream. I thought I was in a dream.
You hit right on that square.
Oh my God!
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Whoa! That's crazy.
I actually did it.
That was amazing.
How cute is that, you guys? I'm not in a dream.
I'm not in a dream.
That video ends with Mr. Beast announcing a $6.5 million donation to Stand Up to Cancer, encouraging his 500 million subscribers to get involved as well.
Wow, his reach is
remarkable, and also what he does with it is what's really incredible.
That's so good.
It's why, like, when Hal's like, I mean, I don't give him YouTube, but when he wants to talk about him, I'm like, let's go. You know, he's such a good guy.
Time well spent. Thank you. Well, hey guys, and still ahead on Pop Start, an exclusive on something very exciting that's launching at Universal Orlando Resort this week. You don't want to miss the big reveal. But first, your local news and weather.
It's 8 o'clock on Today. Coming up, breaking overnight. New details on a terrifying mass shooting at a popular food festival in Seattle.
We have multiple people down.
3 people killed, 4 others injured. Police now saying 1 suspect is in custody as authorities search for a second shooter. We'll have a live report. Then, cause for concern. The illness linked to lettuce spreading to even more states.
I don't think this is fully under control yet.
While a new salmonella outbreak is putting eggs in the spotlight. Everything you need to know just ahead. And race for reservations. Having trouble getting a table at those restaurant hotspots? We've got all the tips and tricks to give you a leg up against the competition and score the best seat in the house. All that plus Keke Palmer live in Studio 1A.
Oh, you're here too.
Today goes Universal.
That's my train!
And Air Bud is back.
Ain't no rules that says a dog can't play basketball.
It's all coming up today, Monday, July 27th, 2026.
Tell me you got something to give.
On vacation in New York City. From Rosenberg, Texas. Brooklyn, Tennessee. Aurora, Colorado. Hudsonville, Michigan. St. Charles, Missouri. And Cheeto Hills, California. From Athens, Georgia. Celebrating my 16th birthday. Cousins from Oklahoma. Lincoln's turning 13. Girls trip to the Today Show. Hi to our mom, watching in Mars, Pennsylvania. We love you, Nana!
Wow, look at that, Al. We'll have to go sign that picture for them. That was pretty good. Welcome back to Today. Thank you for starting your Monday morning with us. Hallie Jackson is helping us out this morning while our friend Savannah is working on the exciting World Games show that's coming to NBC. And Craig is enjoying some time off with his family.
A well-deserved break, although Savannah's working. She's out there doing her thing, so should be fun. Looking ahead to tomorrow on Today, John Mulaney, always hilarious. He's going to be stopping by. He recently became the first comedian to headline a show at Chicago's iconic Wrigley Field. And tomorrow he will be right here live with a big announcement to share. That's a tease.
All right, but right now let's get to your news at 8. And we begin with that deadly shooting in Seattle. At least 3 people killed, several others hurt after gunfire erupted at a popular food festival near the Space Needle. NBC's Liz Kreutz is in Seattle with the very latest. Liz, good morning.
Hi, Chanel. Good morning again to you. Well, as officials continue to search for one of those suspects, we are now getting an update from police this morning on those 3 people who died. They say 2 men, ages 19 and 44, and a 56-year-old woman. They say they were all struck by gunfire, along with the 4 other people that were injured, including that little 2-year-old boy who thankfully is in stable condition. Now, where we are right now is very close to where the shooting happened. We're a block away from the Space Needle, and you can see behind me, behind the road closure. The vendors that were set up for this really popular food festival, clearly many of them had to abandon their tents, as last night around 6 p.m., officials say 2 young people began firing at each other into the crowd. Witnesses say it ignited total chaos and confusion. Thousands of people running in a stampede to safety. There's videos showing people seeking shelter in the Space Needle gift shop. Now, authorities say they have retrieved 2 weapons. They do have 1 suspect in custody, but they are still searching for that second person this morning, and they're also still trying to figure out a motive. Chanel.
All right, Liz, thank you.
To the scorching temperatures now blanketing much of the country. 115 million Americans are under heat alerts this morning from the Southwest to the Midwest. Blistering temperatures we're talking about affecting air travel, fueling wildfires. Al is back with a look at that and the threat of severe storms here on the East Coast. It's a lot to track, Al.
We have a lot going on right now, Hallie. Good morning, and good morning to you. You can see we've got right now 53 million people at risk. Wind gusts of up to 60 miles per hour. Tornadoes possible from Green Bay, Springfield, Cincinnati, back to Pittsburgh. This moves east tomorrow with anywhere from about 34 million people at risk, with, again, possibility of tornadoes from New York all the way down to Knoxville, Jacksonville. We also expect some really heavy rain of western PA on up into New England, down to about New Jersey. Possibility in that region, we could see upwards of 5 inches of rain. We're going to be watching that. Jet stream way up to the north, so it's not just the heat, but humidity as well, which will bring temperatures, feels like temperatures, well over the triple digits. Those are air temperatures. Tomorrow, more of the same. Little Rock, it's going to feel like it's going to be 103, 100 in San Angelo, Amarillo, 104, and then heading toward Friday. Look at these temperatures. Triple digits to the mid-90s. Factor in the humidity, and it's going to be feeling like hundreds to the 100 and teens right on into the weekend. Chanel?
All right, thank you, Al. Now to the ongoing efforts to control that parasite outbreak that's been traced back to lettuce. The outbreak now expanding to 9 states, as top health experts warn the spread is not yet under control. NBC's Ann Thompson has been following this one for us and has the very latest. Ann, good morning.
Good morning, Chanel. The FDA is investigating a total of 6 clusters of that stomach illness that's making people so miserable. One involves some of the nation's heartland, linked to the lettuce we've heard so much about. But also on the plate of federal officials, a salmonella outbreak linked to the eggs that's causing new concerns for consumers.
This morning, the biggest cyclospora outbreak on record includes a cluster now at 9 states. Federal health officials link the parasite to shredded iceberg lettuce produced by Taylor Farms and sold at Taco Bell. While the FDA has tracked at least some of the tainted lettuce to a farm in central Mexico, on Sunday, the agency's former commissioner said the outbreak may not be fully contained.
I don't think this is fully under control yet because we don't know for sure that that's the only growing region where this is coming from, but it does seem to be the case at this point.
I mean, I was sick.
Angie Lewis says she fell ill with cyclosporiasis, a severe stomach illness, but never ate at Taco Bell.
Do you think government health officials have more investigating to do?
Well, I definitely think that they need to get to the bottom and make sure that, people need to be more aware that this is not just Taco Bell.
Taylor Farms has already voluntarily recalled the lettuce, which was also sold at Walmart, and said it suspended all iceberg lettuce sourcing and production from central Mexico. For its part, Taco Bell said it stopped selling the suspected ingredient on July 17th. Still, the FDA says it expects cases to keep climbing. So far, almost 2,000 people contracted cyclosporiasis. 98 of them had to be hospitalized. It comes as a separate salmonella outbreak has sickened nearly 100 people. The FDA linking some of those cases to eggs they say are likely sourced from Midwest poultry services and sold at multiple locations, including Kroger grocery stores. The egg farming company voluntarily recalling 19 million white shell and brown cage-free eggs, which were sold in 6 states, as officials urge consumers to check their refrigerators.
Midwest Poultry Services said in a statement overnight that producing safe quality food for those who eat our eggs is our highest priority. And this voluntary investigation and recall demonstrates that commitment. And guys, the advice to everyone this morning is if you are eating lettuce or eggs from one of these impacted brands, check out those product description labels. There are those strings of letters and numbers that are printed on the packaging. And then consult with the FDA's recall list to see if you have an affected product. And when in doubt, throw it out. It's not worth it.
That's for sure. All right, thank you, Ann.
The National Baseball Hall of Fame welcoming 3 new members to Cooperstown yesterday. The honorees, Jeff Kent, a 5-time All-Star who played most of his career with the Mets and the Giants. Andrew Jones, a 10-time Gold Glover, best known for his days in center field with the Atlanta Braves. And Carlos Beltran, a 9-time All-Star who played outfield for 7 different teams. Congratulations to all 3 of this year's inductees. Big deal.
All right. We are back at 8:12 this morning on today's Consumer. Something that's getting harder and harder to do, landing a dinner reservation.
What is with that? Getting a table at like a hot new spot can feel like it's stacked against you sometimes, but there are some simple tools and strategies that can help boost your chances.
Here with everything you need to know is NBC's business correspondent, Brian Chung. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So let's dig in. Why is it these days that restaurant reservations are so tricky to get?
I guess everyone's just really hungry, apparently.
Everyone wants to eat out.
Well, let's start off with some of the stats here because everyone is finding things on social media. You scroll through something on TikTok or Instagram, it looks delicious. Everyone is finding out about this. 73% are finding new restaurants on social media. But by the way, if you try to just kind of keep it old school, call the restaurant, see, hey, is there a table open? 40% of those restaurant calls are going unanswered. They have these online platforms where they're getting it. Also, by the way, 22% of people are also finding these restaurants using artificial intelligence. That's driving a lot of traffic too. That has led to, get this, an 11% increase in off-peak dining. If you thought Monday or Tuesday were the guaranteed days to get a table, well, actually 11% increase on both of those days in just the last year, I think in part because some of those trends.
If the restaurant's even open on a Monday, which can be tricky. So then what's the strategy? What should people be thinking about and doing? Going online?
Okay, well, first off, check when the reservation's open. This is a trend that we're seeing a lot of restaurants do, where they essentially release these batches of 14-day, 30-day windows sometimes, where at a certain time, you have to go online and figure out what time that is. They'll just release the batch of all those reservations over that window. So first off, look to see what those times are online and then set a reminder. Just say, hey, an alarm on your phone. It goes off 5 minutes before the reservation's open. Refresh. It's literally like buying a pair of sneakers.
I mean, you have to be first in line.
You have to be first. And so again, turn on those notifications. But look, worst case scenario, ask about walk-ins, because you're going to notice some reservations online you can only get like before 5:30 p.m. or maybe then after 9 p.m. because some restaurants want to keep that prime time for dining for walk-ins. So if you don't see a reservation, doesn't mean there aren't tables, but you just have to ask.
We were literally just talking about that. I feel like, though, there will be a day, maybe it's happening already, where an app can just do it for you. Right. Or at least take some of the tough work out of it.
Yeah, well, you have Google right now that offers to make a phone call for you if there isn't a reservation platform online. But of course, I think the way that most people are finding these reservations through Resy and through OpenTable. These are the major apps. And of course, if you download them, it becomes a little bit easier, a little bit faster, which matters when there are those hot batches of reservations that open up at a given point in time. Credit card is a good way to also get a reservation. Amex, Capital One, Chase, they all have these portals where there are dedicated tables only for card holders. And then also DoorDash. You might not think about this because you're usually DoorDashing things to your door. They actually have reservation allocations for certain restaurants as well. So if you are a DoorDash member, check that out. You might be able to find a seat as well. And ResX, this is a really cool one. In a lot of major cities, if, let's say, for example, someone else has a reservation, they can't make it last minute, things happen, right? They can post their reservation and other people can get them last minute. So I know it's like Hunger Games these days.
This is a lot of work.
No pun intended.
I mean, it's if you don't want to do all that mental labor, though, restaurants, they're still holding like some walk-in tables you eat at the bar, right? I mean, that's still an option.
Yeah, that is still an option. Again, in some cases, those restaurants will hold those prime hours even just for walk-ins. But try off hours. I know this is like anathema to say in New York City, but if you could do like a 4 p.m., 5 p.m., and by the way, then you still have the rest of your night.
Exactly.
Oh, it's fantastic. Try to arrive also before opening. It's, let's say, for example, it's a dinner-only restaurant and they open the doors at 5 p.m. You get there 4:30, maybe 4:45. You wait a little bit in line, but you might be able to get first seating for those walk-ins, even if you don't have a reservation. And I know 40% of those calls do go unanswered. You could always try to call ahead. And I should also point out, calling is a good way to get around those cancellation fees if you do have a reservation. I see it all the time these days, $25 per person, $50 per person. It really adds up. But if you just call ahead, you explain that something happened, they won't think you're just ghosting the restaurant.
Right.
They can kind of refund that for you.
Good advice. All right, thank you, Brian.
No problem.
Appreciate you. I believe it is time for our reservation now at Chateau Roker for the forecast. Toughest table in town.
You know, part of the problem also is Deborah and I love going to those early reservations. Everybody's coming in now early. Like 5 o'clock is the new 8 o'clock. Stay home. You young people, stay late. Don't come early. Anyway, we're looking at showers and thunderstorms stretching from the Great Lakes all the way down to the southeast. Could be some airport delays down around Atlanta. Look at these temperatures, and it's not just the heat. It is the humidity as well. While you've got 90s, 100s, 110s, you add into that the humidity that feels even worse. 70s in the Pacific Northwest. Going to be gorgeous here in the Northeast, Mid-Atlantic states with temperatures in the 80s. But that severe risk still hanging around the Great Lakes. Airport delays possible there. Seasonal highs along the West Coast, sweltering in the midsection of the country with all that heat and humidity. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. That's your latest weather. Best time of the morning. Casey in for Carson.
Let's go, guys. So first up, Bon Jovi. Last night, the rock band closed out their 9-show run at Madison Square Garden. And to mark the end of their residency, a very special guest joined them on stage. Fellow New Jersey legend Bruce Springsteen, the boss pitching in for a duet of the Bon Jovi classic, Who Says You Can't Go Home?
That's nice.
Don't be afraid to sing along. Everybody's starting to. But it's so good to see him back on stage. He had a sinus infection, had to leave a show earlier, but a 9-show run. I mean, that'll wear anybody out.
And they both sound great.
They really do. And his tour is going to pick up again in August across the pond in Scotland. And next up, Air Bud returns. So last year, the movie launched a search to find the next good boy to step into the famous pup's paws. After more than 5,000 submissions, Charlie and Summer were selected to share the role of Buddy in the franchise's next installment. And now we can give you a Pop Start exclusive sneak peek at how they did with a first look at the trailer. You guys ready?
Yes. Whoa. All right, Buddy, one-on-one. I was called for a minute, but I'm back, son. Ain't no rules that says a dog can't play basketball.
1, 2, 3, Timberwolves!
This game is coming down to the wire.
Dude. Cute.
Air Bud returns. It hits theaters nationwide in January.
This is such a millennial nostalgia thing.
It is. Absolutely.
It's feel good.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Good.
Timeless and nostalgic. We love that. And next up, Chanel, we are looking at you, girl. You were up late last night stopping by our friend Andy Cohen's show, Watch What Happens Live. Now, we all know that Beyonce would be your dream interview, Chanel. So here's what you said would be your first question to her.
I don't remember what I said. Ooh, can we be friends? No. I want to know where she gets her grit. Like there's something magic that she taps into.
Yes.
I would love to hear what that is.
By the way, what did it mean to
That's so good.
Yeah, you know what? It was such a good time. First of all, Tracee Ellis Ross, I adore her. But the intention of the show is to just have a good time.
Isn't it so fun?
So, I mean, you walk in, they say, do you want a cocktail? I said, sure.
Of course.
What did I do? I did an Aperol Spritz.
All right.
Because why not?
Summer.
And then everybody's like, the audience is in a good mood. It's just an Andy's fun.
Yeah, Andy makes it
Yes, so thanks for having me, Andy.
You know, I bet you she got her grit from Tina Knowles.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. Her mom.
You read her memoir, man.
Isn't it good?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, so. Hi, Beyonce.
We're looking at you.
Just a reminder, Chanel would love to chat.
There you go.
And finally, some big news from us here at Today and our friends at Universal Orlando Resort. So we're teaming up for a new video series called What Else? Universal today, and the host of the inaugural episode. Drum roll, please. It's none other than our very own Al Roker. Al, why don't you tell us what we want?
Yes. Well, yeah, it's kind of fun because, you go there and there's so much to do. Maybe we can help you out here. So it's Universal today is the one-stop shop for everything Universal Orlando has to offer. We've got expert guidance on the newest attractions, close-up look at the viral foods taking over social media, insider tips on how to navigate the parks. Universal today, we hope, will be your ultimate guide. Here's a sneak peek of our first episode. Epic day of rides. Food. I'm going to need a bigger bite. Fun.
Hey, little Kinder boy, are you in there?
And surprises.
That's my train!
From the newest attractions to the must-see hotspots, Universal today will show you everything you need to know to maximize your stay in the parks, including the top tips to make your way around, the best places to grab those viral snacks, and we'll make some friends along the way.
It's good to see you, Shay.
I'll do the weather. You watch me.
It's all coming up on Universal today. We really have from the food to the rides. We have some great insider tips. We find out how they built a lot of the rides. We're going to update Universal today for new attractions and experiences. In fact, I'm getting ready to head down there to eat more, and we're going to do a whole takeout on the Hollywood Halloween Horror Nights.
Oh, that's fun.
So it's going to be fun.
So when you go into the hotel room, will you be on the monitor? Like if we want to check out, we click on you and then we watch
whether you like it or not. I'm going to haunt your dreams.
You're so enthusiastic.
Well, it's so much fun.
And you look good on a roller coaster.
Oh, who doesn't?
How many rides did you have to ride?
I did many of them, and in fact, what I did was our senior producer, Pete Breen, is producing this. I sat on him and then strapped in and rode. It was
such a nut.
What a time. What a time. And you can catch Universal today starting Wednesday on the Universal Orlando Resort YouTube channel. And if you're staying at the destination, Al will be right there with you on the hotel TV.
That sounds like a
plan. You plan your day starting this Thursday.
That's going to be fun. But really and truthfully, sometimes when you're at an amusement park or you have your family there, you sit down and you just don't even know where to start.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. So that's good.
So,
all right. Times. We have a treat for you still ahead. The rising star in Hollywood bringing the beloved Anthony Bourdain's early days to the big screen. Can't wait to chat with Dominic Sessa. But first, your local news.
I was on thin ice already. If Woodruff finds out, the facts won't matter. He'll make it my fault.
It is your fault. You were supposed to be looking after me.
I told you to stop.
You said you washed your hands of me.
No, I meant it metaphorically.
Of course you meant it metaphorically. What were you going to do? Actually go and wash your hands?
We are back with Dominic Sessa's standout Hollywood debut in the 2023's acclaimed The Holdovers. Well, now he's stepping into another high-profile role, bringing the early days of beloved chef, author, and food and travel host Anthony Bourdain to life on the coming-of-age biopic Tony. Take a look at this.
You know I can cook, too.
Excuse me?
He says he's a cook, chef.
Yeah, wonderful.
I'm not a cook. I'm a writer. I said I could cook.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't understand that. Shut the up.
My dad's like one of the best chefs in New Jersey.
Oh, your dad? Why didn't you say so?
Whatever.
You know what? I'm sorry, brother. You're a cook. Help me plate these. You help me out. I'm behind, please.
All right.
Jesus!
I mean, and that was just the start of his life in the kitchen. Dominic, good morning to you.
Good morning.
You know, it's interesting because he still gets the last laugh, but I love how you watch that clip and you're able to laugh and enjoy it, you know?
Stavros is hilarious.
Talk to me a little bit about how this film kind of showcases a slice of Anthony's life. They really focus on his early years, not necessarily, capturing his entire life and legacy.
Yeah.
Why do you think they decided to go for that slice and the impact of that?
Yeah, I mean, I think when you're making a biopic, you want the story to be relatable for audiences, and I think the way the world knows Bourdain is as they see him in kitchens, they saw him on TV, but what I think is innately relatable in the human experience is that time as a young person where you're discovering, and you see him experimenting as a cook, as a writer, as a romantic, and really there's 100 minutes of footage of Bourdain's life at this time, and it's this film. Yeah.
I thought it was interesting. It opens up with the line from Bourdain describing himself, and I quote, he says, "I was, to be frank, a spoiled, miserable, narcissistic, self-destructive, and thoughtless young lout, and badly in need of a good butt kicking." We'll say that. That kind of sets the stage. Can you talk about how we first meet him in the film and how that sets the stage, really?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's, for me at least, being a young man, I relate to that that quote a lot. I think the butt kickings I got in my life were, and still am going to get, is what has formed me. And yeah, I've at times, especially in high school, was very kind of outlandish and didn't really operate with integrity. And that's kind of how the character is introduced into the film. And I think it's, typecast in a way.
Yeah, I was about to say, there are some common threads in that. You never kind of know where life is going to go. He wanted to be, a writer. I also want to ask you about Antonio Banderas.
Yes.
The relationship focuses his character. He's a seafood chef. He kind of takes Tony under his wing. What were his skills like in the kitchen?
Oh, it was amazing. I mean, he saved us. Antonio really
He's a restaurateur, right?
Yeah. He owns multiple restaurants in Malaga, his hometown in Spain, and I mean, a lot of the scenes where we're cooking, it was Matt throwing me into the kitchen and telling Antonio, cook this, teach Dom how to do it. And all of that footage is Antonio kind of just explaining it to me. Yeah.
What was it like building that mentor dynamic with Banderas?
Easy. I mean, I'm still young, and I think working with these really successful, decorated actors is intimidating in a way. So I didn't have to work too hard to create that feeling. He's an intimidating presence in the film, but really, genuinely, he supported me so much, and I don't think I could have gotten through the performance without him there.
Well, you were phenomenal in this. I told him when I was filming for Carson Daly one day, and I remember we showed the trailer for this film, and we were all just blown away. And I thought it was interesting. Another friend of the show, Eric Repair, obviously a renowned French chef, he says that he had a cameo in the film, and he describes you as having the same seriousness that Anthony had. What was it like having someone there who was so close to Tony in real life?
Yeah, I mean, it really was such an honor, and I think to me, he opened up and admitted that he was nervous about being on camera and being in a movie, even though you can't really tell he's so good and relaxed in the film. But to have someone like that who's so respected, and like you said, had such a great relationship with Tony, confide in me and trust me and look to me in a way to help him feel comfortable as well, really meant a lot.
And you brought this up a little earlier, but what did you pull from? Because we have, the shows that we all used to watch. I told you our whole families watch, Parts Unknown and some of those shows. But for those early years, besides his memoir, what did you kind of pull from?
I guess kind of our main source of reference was Kitchen Confidential. I mean, the movie is not based or it's not Kitchen Confidential, the movie.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Incredible.
But a lot of the chapters, we pulled in, a lot of inspiration from the chapters in the book. Like Antonio's character is based off a chapter called Bigfoot that Tony writes about this chef that was, kind of gave him the butt kicking, that's talked about. And then Sal is inspired by all of the cooks and the sous chefs that Tony talks about in Kitchen Confidential. So it was really our main source of inspiration in building the characters and building the environment of the film.
And I guess finally, to kind of put a button on it, you and I were talking before we started here. He was so loved, and I think about, universally from, my husband and I would watch, or the kids. I mean, it just seemed like everybody loved him. He would go into these kitchens all over the world, and there was something about him. What do you want us to take?
Yeah, I mean, I think the reason people connect with him so much is because, he really he rose to celebrity. He became an icon in his 40s, and I think that's inspiring. To see that life can present itself in the most surprising ways at any point, no matter how old you are. And that's why people love him so much, because it gives them hope, you know?
Yeah, well, you did a phenomenal job in this role. It was very, very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dominic, by the way, Tony hits theaters in New York and LA on August 7th and nationwide on August 21st. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hallie, over to you.
Chanel, thank you. Just ahead, we've got Melissa Garcia here with a special Shop This list to jumpstart your family's back-to-school shopping already. But first, this is Today on NBC. We are back now with the new Shop This list, helping you get ready for back-to-school season. It is coming up quick, the return to the regular routine. From the classroom to organizing at home, we've got just what you need, starting at just under $5. We're glad to have Melissa Garcia here, Shop Today's lifestyle and fashion contributor, ready to share everything from Target to add to your cart with just one click. And you can start shopping right now. You see that QR code, scan that, and it'll bring you to it. Melissa, we're so glad to have you.
I know, can you believe we're talking back to school already?
It's breaking my brain a little bit, but I will say I'm eyeing the viral water bottle. This is a big deal.
Yeah, so Awala is a very big deal in our house. They're the viral water bottles, and they actually just launched these awesome messenger bags last month, which you can now get at Target. So they come in two different sizes, the large and the small. They both have tons of space for all of your valuables, all of your phone, your wallet, your keys,
bring
whatever you need. The big one has a dedicated pouch for the water bottle, which I love, and the smaller one has a little carabiner that you can connect the water bottle to. But these are great for like every day, for walking the dog, travel.
I'm also always in like 17 bags, so it's good to have a hands-free
One and
option.
done, right?
My daughter loves Cat and Jack, so I know we're buying a lot of that come the school year.
So I love this brand, and what we love about it is that it's practical, it's functional, but so cute and trendy, and starting at just under $5, you cannot beat the prices. So really cute graphic tees. I love that the pants have elastic waistbands and you can adjust them. Kids love these, adults love them for their kids. You can mix and match a whole back-to-school wardrobe, like really affordable, starting again under $5. You cannot beat the prices.
We're always running around with my family. We've got 18 things going on. I got the purse, the wallet, the keys, whatever. This is a nice little system to keep everything organized.
Yes, so don't let the size fool you. These are small little JanSport pouches, but they are so useful. So instead of everything just floating around the bottom of your bag, I love that you
What
can
are you in
use,
my life? Are you in my house? I know.
Right? So these are great to keep you organized. So you think of them as a there goes the scissor, as a pencil pouch.
But you can use it for school supplies.
You can use it for school supplies, makeup. If you're traveling, you throw it in your carry-on bag. It's really great for, I put my chargers in them, like really keeps you organized. You know where everything is, and really fun colors and different prints.
And if you want to carry something on your back, people love a drawstring bag. This one's really sturdy looking though, it's different.
Yes, so I love drawstring bags. My kids love drawstring bags, but they're usually really flimsy.
Yeah.
These are really durable and sturdy, but they're still really lightweight. I love that they have dedicated pouches on the outside for your water bottles, and it also has a zippered section on the bottom, which is great. So if you want to put your shoes in there, or if you have wet clothes from the gym or a bathing
swimming
suit,
pool or whatever,
or even just like your smaller items that you want to keep safe, you pop it there. But they come in really fun prints, 3 different really cute prints, and these are great. Like, you always will need one of these.
In the month of July, I've been doing a declutter at home, so I'm taking a tiny space and I'm trying to declutter my life, and these would come in so handy for that.
Okay, so this is amazing. I love label organizers. They honestly are addicting. So this is great because it has an LED screen, which has 2 different lines that you can see.
This is fancy.
Really
this is
fancy.
Nice.
5 different fonts you can choose from, but you can organize everything from your cleaning supplies, your pantry, your tools in the garage,
the closets, the linen closet.
Yeah, and for teachers too, this is really great for back to school because it can get the classroom organized. And speaking of teachers, we are actually, Target is giving 20% off their next Target Circle purchase. So teachers, through September 12th. So teachers take advantage of that, which is really great.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
To start shopping on any of this stuff, just scan the QR code or check out today.com/shop this list. And Melissa, you've also got a little surprise, not just this, but a surprise for our guests here on the plaza.
I do. How fun is this? So as a thank you for all that they do, Target is here honoring teachers and school administrators on the plaza today with $50 Target gift cards to help them with the start of school.
You gotta love that. That's amazing. Melissa, thank you so much. Well deserved for those teachers, of course. Chanel, I cannot believe we're talking about back to school already, but it is almost
Shout
August.
out to all those teachers that come from a family of educators. They make the world go around.
They do.
They are teachers. All right, up next, the remarkable Keke Palmer is bringing a signature character and a little Southern Belle charm here to Studio 1A. But first, this is Today on NBC.
I want to win.
Say it louder, please.
I want to win.
You want to win what?
I want to win a national spelling bee.
Good.
Oh, welcome back. Hard to believe, but it's been 20 years since the younger Keke Palmer burst on the scene with her breakout role in Akilah and the Bee. All of us were jumping rope trying to spell. The Emmy winner has gone on to wear countless hats. We've talked about this. Actress, singer, writer, host, podcaster. Now Keke is bringing one of her longtime and beloved sketch characters, Lady Miss Jacqueline, to audiences in a brand new way. It's a full-length audio project titled Southern Belle Insults. Keke, welcome back.
Thank you so much. It's always so good to see you.
You too. You're always
Seriously.
creating, raising the bar. This is kind of a different format. It centers on this character that you've been developing for years.
Yeah.
Lady Miss Jacqueline.
Yeah.
Talk about how she evolved into what you're doing here, what you're doing.
I have to give a shout out to Max Wyeth.
Okay.
He's who I've created this character with. We were literally on the set of Scream Queens, the show I did 10 years ago on Fox with Ryan Murphy. And make a long story short, we just started first with the hashtag Southern Belle Insults.
Okay.
And then we said, who is this character? Like, we were doing the insults, and we're like, what's her name? And then we said, well, Lady Miss Jacqueline. And then we just started continuing to do pretty much these sketches on my Instagram page. And then from there, we started building out her world. And so it's been a long time coming to get back to this point where we really start expanding the world of Lady Miss Jacqueline.
I love the idea that you have this character inside of you, and you probably have many more, I'm sure, and the fact that now she can really come to life in this way.
Yes.
And you talk about these Southern Belle Insults. Can you explain what that is?
Oh, a Southern Belle Insult is something that feels like it's going to be a compliment, but then it actually is an insult, right?
A little dig?
Yeah, saucy, it's sweet, but really full of venom. You know what I'm saying?
And you have this all-star lineup of folks who have joined you. I was reading, it's like Shirley Ralph.
Yes,
and
Jennifer Lewis,
yeah,
Raven Simone. I mean, I was so happy that Jackie Harry, she's such a big inspiration. All these women have inspired me so much. Danielle Brooks. I mean, we have so many incredible women that are part of this cast, and I'm really excited for people to, again, get into the world. You know, I grew up loving people like Molly Shannon. I think about the characters that she created on SNL.
Yeah.
And, like, this is like my superstar. You know what I mean? Like, that's Lady Miss for me.
Okay, so give us an example of the shade. So I have a prop. Oh,
I have a prop, too.
Okay, wait, can we... How about Al Roker? He's over there.
Okay, let's do it to Al.
Okay, let's do it to Al.
Okay, Al. Oh, Al, fabulous watch. It looks so affordable.
Wow, well, bless your heart.
Now, Al, you're supposed to come harder than that, Al.
Well, that's my late mother-in-law. That's what she would say if somebody bless your heart.
So, you see, it seems like it's going somewhere good, but then it's like, if somebody tell you that your watch look affordable, I don't know how I'm supposed to take that.
Exactly, a little shade.
Right,
and a little fan gives it the little,
Yeah.
Well, I love that you're doing this. We mentioned all the jobs you have, acting, hosting, music. Can we talk about your podcast for a moment?
My gosh, my podcast.
You've had some wonderful guests. I listened to the one with, I say watch, but it's also watch and listen, Tracy Ellis Ross. The Oprah one broke the internet.
Oh, my goodness.
How did you, first of all, she's Oprah. How did you prepare for Queen O?
How did I prepare? I think I thought less about, and I think I do this a little bit with all my interviews. I obviously come prepared and a professional in the situation, but I definitely have this feeling of, I just want to talk to this person. So let me not let the moment pass by thinking too much about like that I'm interviewing them, and let me just ask the things that I want to know. And so that's what I went into the interview with. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm talking to Oprah Winfrey.
Absolutely.
And anytime that you get the opportunity to be with somebody like her, you're going to be receiving something.
Well, I can't even imagine all the things you received, because we were all talking about it, because we received so much. She gave you so many nuggets of wisdom.
Yes.
What did you take away personally after talking to her?
I think the biggest thing is just to not have shame. And we always think about shame as this thing that we're consciously aware of, but sometimes it can come from just like not accepting the facts, like who you are, what you can do, how you're able to do that. That's just what it is. And whether other people can or cannot, it really shouldn't concern you. So don't allow your not understanding that to make yourself smaller. And it all sounds like these are things that sound like cliches, but they're cliches because they're true.
Well, and we see you guys living your truth, if you will. You did a TED Talk. You talked about your early days, and you've got this cute little guy now. I mean, you've just got so much going on. Is there anything you haven't done that you still want to conquer, or are you in a season of, okay, I've got 11 things, let me enjoy them all?
You know, I don't know if there's anything that I would want to conquer. I'm always really, my ambition comes from what inspires me. And I think I'm mostly inspired to share. At this point in my life, I really want to share. I really want to create community. That's really what makes me the most excited, is to share what I've been able to demonstrate all these years through my career. And what I've learned, I just want to build community around that.
We feel that. Is there anybody left in the podcast space that you'd want to talk to?
Oh my gosh, there's so many people. I mean, I would love to talk to Rihanna. I would love to talk to Beyonce. I would love to, there's so many people that I'd love to talk to, so.
Well, speaking of talking to, stay here because we're going to talk to her coming up in our 4th hour. Yes. We're back after your local news.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.